there are about 7 million men, roughly, who are of working age in the United States. There's nothing keeping them from working other than they're being supported by friends and family members. They feel like the dream has died or it never materialized. Whole host of reasons, but this is a real problem in our economy, but a bigger societal issue. 7 million able-bodied men, Adam, can work, but they are choosing not to even try to work. And I just want your take on that. I want to throw that at you as a guy who did work hard, whether you're desperate or not. You've really busted your tail. And does that trouble you, one? And two, what do you think is maybe one of the key causes of that alarming data?
Yeah, it does alarm me. And I think we have a sort of modern problem, and it's mostly on the left, where we talk about work and a vocation and expertise and then money, and we kind of conflate all of them and sort of go, well, look, if we had universal income, then these people wouldn't have to work, and then it would all be the same. And they'd be freed up to, study art and learn how to play a piccolo and learn a third language and all this kind of stuff. And we're missing the point. You know what I mean? Like, when I was swinging a hammer, I was making $250, $300 a week, but I was on my feet. I was breaking a sweat. I was up in the morning. I had a schedule and I had a skill. I learned a skill. I became a journeyman carpenter. And I had dignity. Like, I got up and I went somewhere and I earned my money. And if you would have just dropped off $300 at my apartment once a week, I'd still be in that apartment, probably morbidly obese about now, and doing some day drinking. So we have this weird thing. Look, you work to make money. So if you don't work, but we just replace the money, then we're going to end up in the same place. And it's not that. And it's not any of that. I tell people all the time, hey, go wash your own car. And they go, I don't need to wash my own car. I'll take it to the car wash. It's $18. It's a waste of my time. I go, you don't get it. You're getting something out of washing your car. I have these discussions all the time with people. Go get your own food. Don't have them deliver it to your house. Go wash your own car. Take care of your yard. Take care of your own business. Go clean your garage. And they're like, we don't need to do that. We have money. You're missing the point. Yeah. There's something called dignity. There's something in a trade. There's something in a field of expertise. Like I talk to Dr. Drew about this a lot. Like I go, you have a field of expertise. You're a physician, and I have a field of expertise. I'm a carpenter, and we get to walk around knowing we have an expertise. Most people don't have that in their head at all, and they're insecure. And I couldn't imagine going through life without feeling like I had a skill. Now, I feel like I have multiple skills, but having zero skills, playing video games or watching Netflix is not a skill, and it's destroying people's brains, and especially men. Men need to get up. They need to get to work. They need dignity. And we're robbing them of their dignity by just going, you don't have to work. Here's the money you would have made if you were working. It's insane, and it's a horrible cycle. Listen, we in our sort of modern society are 100% missing the point. I've had it in my own life where I go, I'm going out this weekend, I'm going to work. And they go, why are you going to work so much? Well, they don't need to work like I need to work. You know what I mean? It's sort of it's a lizard telling an eagle, why are you flying all the time? What's with the soaring? It's like, I don't know. That's what I do. That's what I do. And a guy does need to get up and get after it and make some hay while the sun shines. Women can get a lot from work, but it's not their raison d'etre. It's not the reason they're here, and people can go, well, that's old fashioned. And look, there's women out there like, Megyn Kelly or whoever. They work. I get it. There's definitely exceptions. But by and large, men need to work. Women can work, can get satisfaction out of working, can be real good at it, but it's not a biological imperative to them. And men are tamping down their biological imperative, and it's ruining them. And then women, we're saying, you don't need to have kids. You don't need a man. You don't need to stay at home. You don't need a homemaker. You go out work, and they're miserable too. So we're essentially telling both sexes to do the opposite of what their imperative is, and we wonder why they're all committing suicide, fat, and strung out on methadone.